Hey doc, if you are struggling to find good childcare, I have something for you. I am hosting my next free webinar. It's called Finding the Right Fit, All Pair Essentials for Physician Moms. It's on August 18th at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, and we are going to go over all of the details. Why an all pair is great for a physician family, how to navigate selecting the right one, and most importantly, how to maintain a good match so you don't have to find another au pair in the middle of your year. So don't miss this opportunity. You can register now by clicking the link in the show notes or going to my website, drtoyacoaching.com/events. Now, time for the episode. From MOCs to willow pumps, RVUs to blowouts. If you know exactly what I'm talking about, you're probably a physician mom, and this podcast is definitely for you. Welcome to Stethoscopes and Strollers. I'm Dr. Toya, an OBGYN and coach, and like you, I'm juggling life in scrubs with tantrums and timeouts. Here we get each other on a level no one else can. Conversations will be real and 100% unfiltered, so you might choose to listen while you're alone, or at least put in your AirPods. It's time to feel understood, supported, and a little less alone. Let's get into it. Hey doc, it's August, and that means it is National Breastfeeding Month. And I wanted to do a special episode for my physician moms because we have a very special relationship with breastfeeding in general, and I wanted to honor that. Most physician moms that I know want to breastfeed, and I'm sure people have lots of different reasons, but a very common one is that there's this extra obligation because of how much our jobs take us away. That is the least that we can do, is to give this baby this liquid gold. There's a little bit of perfectionism there. There's a little bit of whatever your idea of a quote unquote good mom is. And we tend to want to be the best at everything. And the best moms give breast milk. We know the medical side of the benefits and all of those things. So for all of these reasons, physician moms tend to prioritize breastfeeding very heavily. But I also want to acknowledge the physician moms who want no parts of breastfeeding for whatever reason. That's okay too. Not that you needed me to tell you that it's okay, but I just want you to know that I know that it is okay if you do not want to breastfeed, if you never wanted to, if you did and you hated it, if it caused you postpartum depression and anxiety, if you had supply issues and it was so traumatic that you never want to do that again. Whatever your story is, it is okay. And if you're somewhere in between, so that's where I am. I loved breastfeeding, and I've talked about breastfeeding on this podcast numerous times. I did it for 22 months with my first, only made it to 8 with my second, and it almost broke me. Even though I was very happy to stop, I still miss it. When I see somebody breastfeeding, it's like, oh, that's so sweet. I wish I was still there. So it's a complicated thing. So I want to acknowledge all ends of the spectrum. I guess a spectrum can't have too many ends, but both ends of the spectrum and everything in between, because I know it is a complicated thing. And all of the extra pressure that comes with breastfeeding and going back to work, because the majority of us have 3 months? If you're a resident, 6 weeks. So add on the pumping and all of those things. It's a difficult thing for us. And if you are in this phase where you are breastfeeding, you are pumping, I see you, you got this. You're doing a great job. You're doing a wonderful thing for your baby. And it is also okay if you want to stop. So that's all I have for you today. Happy National Breastfeeding Month. Don't forget to share and follow the podcast so all other physician moms can join and listen and feel seen and heard and have the commiseration and all of the things. And I will see you on the next episode of Stethoscopes and Strollers. And that's a wrap on today's episode. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you feel a little more seen and a lot less alone. If you love what you heard, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and drop us a 5-star review. They really make a big difference, and it helps other physician moms find us too. and share this episode with your friends. It's all about spreading the support and keeping the conversation going. See you on the next episode of Stethoscopes and Strollers.